Alright guys, let's get started. I had the song halfway volume. I was like, why is it so soft on my end? That song is Juve Juve You by The Who. The stream's going to be starting now. Anyway, get everything up. How are you guys doing? Before I get any comments, I know The Who hate you. I know they're Mongolian. But we're playing a Japanese game about a Chinese story. May as well put Mongolia back in the mix, you know? So we're going to be playing Suikoden on the PS1, but really enough in Japan it's called Genso Suikoden. Let me know how the volume is and everything. The intro I think might have fucked up everything. And of course, song is linked to the description. Yeah, not The Who, The Who. The Who, you. Yeah. And if you're wondering how you get those vocals, you just try to do the death metal, and right above that is the Mongolian folk metal band. Yes. Yeah, that was kind of bluesy for Mongolian folk metal, right? Because there was a band before them in China that was like just like we're just gonna be playing Mongolian music on electric guitars, and it was amazing. This one is not based off Journey to the West, actually, because Journey to the West in Japanese is Saiyuki, which is its own story. This is one of the 7 Middle Chinese classics, so this would be alongside Journey to the West, and this one would be also alongside the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, because those three from the same era. There were a couple, rather 4 of them that came out afterwards, like the Golden Vase or the Plum Vase has like 3 different titles. Like all these have like 4 or 5 different titles depending on who localizes it. Like Suikoden means Heroes of the Marsh. Also localized as Outlaws of the Marsh. Water Margin is the literal translation. But it's one of those Chinese classics. But unlike Journey to the West, where it's a somewhat fictitious, like a... I forgot how to word this. Because Journey to the West is low-key based on the real story of Tripitaka going to Western India to get the scriptures and bring back to China. And of course they embed bringing a lot of mythology that really wasn't in play there. Here it's more like, this was more like 300, where it's the same real life story, but they really up it for entertainment value. And Suikoden has this thing where, because of the whole Bagua system, which is like the Chinese yin-yang feng shui, honest to God, they put all the constellations, all the elements, all like the major historic combinations. So in the proper story of Suikoden, you have a cast of 108 people, each one representing something different in that astrology system. And some characters appear for only 2 chapters, and some are so important of a background character they appear in other chapters. So if I remember correctly with the games, because there's 2 of them, you actually have the cast actually, because it'll be like the scene where the story's like taking place at the same time. You just kind of have to know when it does. Let's make a new one. Alright. So odd not seeing letters. I'm trying to remember what name I should put here. I knew calling making more games on the mythos. Yeah, because Journey to the West, when people think of Journey to the West, like the main stuff, that's literally only the first book. There's like 10 of them at least. I know some of them like romance, like most of the versions that people know in the West of, the Three Kingdoms, Journey to the West, and Suikoden, that's like the abridged stuff with like over 1/3 of the stuff missing. Like it's like you only get like 1/3 of the whole thing. I'm bored. I'm gonna call him Nene. Oh, is it? Next. Okay, yes, I'm Nene, just for now. Yeah, because what the Wukong devs did also for their game is the recent one, they've literally, like, they've already used, like, loose interpretation, so they, in theory, could go another, like, 4 games of content if they really wanted to. I mean, you also played Odyssey, the westernized version of Journey to the West back on Xbox and PS3, which one of the rare games that never came to Japan officially. I tried finding a Japanese isoform, but there was no such thing. Oi, どうしたんだね。緊張するの？審査する。英言語は恥ずかわれろ。お前をいつもそれつければ。Okay, so we gotta. Tell me, you never gotta find the guy like, in the other part of the palace. And the guy in front of his tail. Okay, we wants to get ready and come over as we can. Sorry. Okay. So we're having one of the great lords come in to meet us here. No, it's the radical, it's not sun. It's one of the lower levels, gotcha. Yeah, Monkey is the 1940s? No, I thought it was 1920s. Barbarossa. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to see, so we're getting ready for the war coming up here. So, well, that's a good word. That's good to hear. Let's get here. Tail. Okay, so tail. So we have to go in the northmost direction and get moving as fast as we can. Because you know what you have to do there, right? The sooner the better if you leave. So wait, Justin. Okay, it's the city of Justin, gotcha. It's fun. They're waiting for us there. So take this. Okay, we'll go to lower levels and we'll get ready as fast as we can. You're a boy, Nene. You be with really character and make sure you and go to the North Tail will take care of you. Make sure you get to the North Kingdom. Like, yeah, it's like, hell no. I was like, alright, we got this. I got you. So you go tell your old man, you know? I'm just trying to remember all these names. She thinks it's adorable that we're going to be able to do this. So I'm telling him, like, let him go, he's not a little kid. Well, let's get my green bandana moving booty over there. I was gonna avoid all in Japanese. Nah, I don't got enough time for that. I mean, I could, but then I would have to actually do it again in English. And considering this, yeah, I'm not sure if you guys want that. I mean, I can, but it felt like a fucking. Start with the oi. That's pretty funny. Lower levels. Okay, how do we get out of here? Now, the slow introduction to any RPG, the most boring part of all. At least we started here. Monkey Punch in 42, okay. That's a famous one. Yeah, I thought they had acquired the translation earlier than the 40s. It just wasn't like fully published until 42. This is Craig's room. In the morning you should be able to be here. Come here in the morning. Yeah, come here in the morning and he'll be fine. Aren't you gonna say hi to Craze? We probably should. I was like, boy, what's your name? Nene. Say, see. So you're the son of the Great Lord. It's a very special case. I gotcha. So yeah, we'll go out and we'll venture back quick, and we'll start out leaving in the morning. First thing. Alright then. Next, Kuremio, I guess. It's gonna show us like all the major Catling characters in this whole hotel, I guess. Because Suikoden is, because to be fair, this Suikoden is very loosely, and I mean very, very, very loosely. They took the 108 characters, but oh, I thought my game was buzzing for a second. Oh shit! But you can see, even though it's supposed to be a Chinese story, they really westernized the fuck out of it, you know. not like Odyssey to the West, where it was like cyberpunk dystopia, which is kind of cool, but it's more like, what if it was like the guys who made Final Fantasy VII had a hand in making it? Hey, welcome. Bochan, my bad, sorry. Welcome back, Bochan. I'm doing it right. Ah, you're worried. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's gonna be alright. What's making you nervous? Tell me. No, I'm fine. No, you're not fine. Tell me. I'm sorry for worrying you. Oh, Tedo-kun. So, yeah, I'll wait for him. Yeah, she's just like a scattered kind of onomatopoeia. Hello, Omnitractus. Yeah, because let me look at it quickly how many books, because even in Japanese, you have versions made for kids. Some are illustrated, some are like with pictures, some are like just straightforward reading, and some are the abridged version, and some are the unabridged version. Like if I look up the version of it, because there's also a lot of interpretations, because some do like more typical like Chinese-looking fantasy, some do more westernized like this, and there's some where they do like Japanese dark fantasy, and I personally like those. Because it's kind of fun seeing like JoJo-esque characters, or like what's it called? What's it called? The what's it called? Fist of the North Star kind of characters, like being overly buff and like saying, "Hey, you got to beat this guy in a race, no problem." And then the race was like the fucking death, race to the death, snake pits and shit. Okay. Oh, those are available. So yeah, you can come. Yeah, the Lord can come down whenever he's ready. We do have space for him. Just let him know. Well, I think he's saying when I have a favor to ask. Your room. Yeah, wait. What are you doing? Room, right? So the Tedo-san's gonna join us in our party. I am many. We are but one. Can we name Tedo Ermac? Can we name it Ermac, please? Because it's like all the same room. I think that's all. Like, yeah, I'll be inside if you need me. Yeah. Okay, that's alright. I'm not gonna ask him why. I don't want. Oh, Suga. Okay, you're a really good friend, eh? I feel it. So, Windy. We gotta find Windy. Yeah, they changed everyone's fucking names up in this bitch. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of. I don't know a single Chinese person born in China named Windy who's still in China. Unless we count Chinese American, and of course the first name he thinks of my younger brother, Windy Woo, homecoming warrior. Alright, gotcha. Yeah, so everyone's going in the meeting room. Tedo, let me go, we gotta get to the meeting room. I know there's a mystery about what we're guarding, yeah, I know. Oh, fun they call us over there, shit. Yeah, I'm trying out over here because I do want to get 3 Master, and if I get 3 Master, well, knowing Suikoden, in Japan, I'll most likely be able to toggle between Japanese and English, because I can do it with other Square Enix games, and I can definitely do it with Koei Tecmo games. Okay, so everyone's glass full. Have a toast. We're gonna have a little travel to the north. Thank you for joining me. I want you all guys to be safe. Yeah. You're all very special people. Wish me and my mother well. I'm trying to figure out, is Gremio my mother? I'm trying to figure out, because he mentions mother, then every time it says that Gremio speaks up. Oh, damn. Japanese androgynous designs, what have you done to me? Wait, Pon? Wait, Pon, wait, are you talking about? No, it's a name. Someone's name is Pon. Oh yeah, that's him, yeah. Because if it wasn't for the space, what if I was about the bread? Yeah. Everyone help ourselves. Yeah, we're raising your glass. It's time for the cheers, for the toast. To you, the good kid Nene, the young one. To Kine we go and come back. We get there safely. On Denima. Oh, yeah. To answer your question about the monkey, The abridged version of Monkey was at 42. Yeah, because the abridged version is 350 pages, that's like nothing. Like the adaptation I have of the first book alone in Japanese, like the unabridged, is more than 350 pages. Cause I'm trying to see. Oh, sorry. I gotta remember the games. You guys can't read this shit. Hey, show your face. Get up. Get up. What's going on? What else did they? Okay. Well, yeah, we have to beat up now. Something came up. Right. We chill in there, tail summer. Go. If you ask to go for a trip with my parents. Wait. Yeah, with that cape, I can't tell if it's supposed to be like a lady with it's like a shawl, or if it's like a hero. You finally got up, didn't you? Good morning, Bo-chan, like little kid. Okay, so all ready to go. Oh, let's see here. So we got the kingdom. Kudes. We gotta be crazy on there, yeah. Grammy, oh yeah. Say Grammy's okay. Grammy ain't my mama. Good. That thing ain't not my mom. I was like, you ain't my mom. You ain't my dad. Leave me alone. Don't get out of here. Oh wait, the stairs. There's the stairs. I keep forgetting. There you go. That's why tomorrow we'll have the day off, right? So we'll go. You're slow, Nene. Come on, we gotta finish getting ready. Close to the sun, no, sun. Okay, the balance. Yeah, he's not a bad one. He's not a brat, isn't he? Come on. He'll get the hang of it. Yeah, I get you. We should get going. The sooner the better. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, keep that sound as Chinese as possible. Hey, wait for me! You're not gonna take me, are you? Oh. Okay. Because the book's about 100 chapters long, the original one, and there's not in 4 uneven sections. Hey, well, what are you doing here? You gotta go to the Makudoru. Tail McDonald. Yeah, it's throwing me off. I'm expecting to think all the Chinese names, but all I'm getting are like names like McDonald. Stop! You need to come in here? I should pay attention where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Oh yeah. I'll let you in here. Close, man. You have a reason to be here? This is your day off. I want to save. Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. It's if you want to take a break. Is it saving? Memory card. Oh, fuck. I have to save scum this shit. I didn't modify the memory card to have a save slot, so yeah, I have to save scum for my saving. So where am I supposed to go? All you need to do is find Professor Oak in the village and hope you don't get mauled by Pokemon. Okay, because there's one called Journey to the West that was published in '77, which is the first English translation. It was the complete unabridged one. And it's freaking nuts. You can translate the poem like in the actual work. It's a long ass story. Most people only know like the first part of it. Because to be fair, it's like the most exciting part of it. Like I don't think say part 2. The part 1 is when Wukong's being a little shit and then he gets trapped under the Stone Mountain for how many hundreds of years? 400, I think. Even American-born Chinese, that comic which got a really... I can't even say the adaptation was crappy. I didn't bother to see it. Where are we supposed to go? No, we don't need a fortune teller. It was hard to change the Wizard of Oz. That book's only made monetized because he had a Kevin Costner film. That's why they have the whole joke about the Of course, I'm the only one with a British accent. Kama-san, how were you yesterday? Was it a good day? Oh, come back, man. Oh, marketplace. I could buy... Bomb? Is that a bomb? Oh, medicine. Oh, the condition clear. I can sell things. It takes me a second because I'm trying to... I get like the literal translation. I'm like, that's not what the word is. The thing with kanji, with me at least. Let's go back. Go back. I was gonna do... Yeah, I did not play test it before. I am definitely buying a potion or two. I'm hoping we have weapons and stuff. If not, we're gonna be fucked. Alright, let's buy a couple of medicines. And I can buy it for each person who has one in there. 6 medicine, 6 medicine. Alright. We're good. We're done. Alright, I like that a lot. It sounds weird that I was expecting a game called Suikoden to be so westernized. The big issue with this film is that no film is a camera format for that. Outside of IMAX films, you are completely right at cinema. Unless you're like Michael Bay with Transformers 4, where he's like, I wanted each shot to be perfect, so each shot has a different aspect ratio. And to be fair, when you pause the film, it looks fucking amazing. But when you, unfortunately, are watching it, the aspect ratio is like big, bolder, smaller, thinner. Tataka. Let's go. Let's see. Kogeki. Let's go. Inoshishi, the warthog. In English, Inoshishi means Pumba. Can attack? Defend? Okay. We're good. Yeah, we're clear. Oh man, he's down. Hold on, I'm trying to see like if you have a chance. Cause I think maybe running might be better. I already love my face. I just want to see how the combat works. Oh, that's guard. Attack. 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 We're probably gonna die here. Yeah. We are not allowed to escape. Oh, that's evil. That's evil. You try to escape and you can't. You still can't defend. It's like... We're gonna all be killed by a goddamn warthog. This is gonna be hilarious. I'm so glad I saved scum before this. You think save states? Well, you know me, I just say that term because once I start save stating, I start scumming eventually. Saw what happened last time. He's the only one keeping everything alive, and you're... Oh, he's an archer. Can't escape. Jesus. I love how that's like the most Hanna-Barbera cartoon screen you know. It's based off of Suikoden is based off of Suikoden. No, I'm not gonna give up. I have to load this shit because it says we'll load you from your last save, but I save state, you know. Load save state. Let's see. Hey, what? Whoa! Love save. 2. Yeah, Suikoden is Suikoden. It's heroes of the marsh. All men are brothers. 100 outlaws. Water margin. Don't ask me why one game has so many goddamn title translations. Now, save scumming would be like saving to avoid any damn combat. Wow, okay, they actually Romanized mosquito. Okay, this is more... What is up with this game giving me, like, characters that can do like 47 damage. Like, that's fucking bullcrap. Fire ants and shit. Like that! 52 damage! How are we supposed to handle that? 52 fucking damage. There's probably something I skipped, like massively. Just these... Alright. Oh, what? Okay, I'm surprised that actually does a lot of damage to him. Oh, of course, now he fucking dies. Ugh. I'm gonna try one more time. If not, I'm gonna have to see what the hell I'm doing wrong here. Again, I could have never played before. He's telling me gold is fun waiting for us to start journeying out, but there's no way in fuck we can win. Well, I'm supposed to buy armor, which would make more sense. No, we don't need to put anyone in here to like just rest for the whole night. We don't need that. Yeah, cause I'm not. I have to figure out where the town's supposed to go. 7 years ago, I was happy 7 years ago. Then lower levels and all that. Time for my favorite excuse. But it works in Pokemon! This is the armor shop, because I don't know if that magic is supposed to let me raise my mon or whatever. Go. Bandana? Okay, so certain characters can wear it, others can't. Plus defense, like... A lug is like 100, 200, 10,000. Oh, let's see. Okay, that's the most I can get. I only get 2 of those. Hachimaki? Let me see the other guy. Is this my inventory? Oh, we just got the same shit here. Let's go back. Cheapest ticket to the $100 range for a shorter version of the film. Yeah, it's definitely just banking on nostalgia and it's retarded. We fixed Turn Order 2. Let me give it to Tedo. Kigazu? Only one. I think it's worth it. Give one to him. To Rishmia. Let's go. Jumping to the UK. Expect every McDonald's in the UK to just be maxed out on orders. I want all the Diet Coke you have. I remember we got missing last time. Never mind. Never mind. Just in case I want to save. Let's save something for 3. I want to see this. What happens here? Mana thing. Look up. Use. Skip it. Nah. Can't do anything here. The history about 7 years ago before everything went bad and all the warlords down south, yeah. Well, if only we could steal some beans, that would be grateful. Like, throw the beans at the enemy. Because nobody expects scalding burning beans as a weapon. Alright, let's try. Let me try the night guy here. Don't let me in, you bastard. I don't think that's very lucky, bro. Not what you're talking about that. Yeah, show one more time. If not, I'll see where to go south. Okay, for the facade, just like fuzzy monsters. Let's see. Is that? We're gonna kill everybody. Okay, there we go. Makes more sense. This kind of combat makes a lot more fucking sense. Yay! After how long we finally won a singular battle. Talk to me. This is Rockland. We have big rocks here from the earth. That's what we call Rockland. I love Dragon Quest. Marco, that's a dude! I was a chick named Marco. Anything I can help you with? She said, oh, no, we don't want to play a fucking gambling game. Oh, fuck this shit. Heroes of the Marsh, everybody. Backwoods, we got the music too. Alright. Clearly it's the middle one. Fuck yes. I'm done. We are not playing anymore. Yeah. Oh, wait. Reset. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to let you fucking see your stats. What happened that people stopped playing RPGs like RPGs, start trying to play them like fucking action games to where the stats don't matter and they can brute force the fucking way through. To be fair, I did that in Pokemon. I made sure my fucking Typhlosion could just destroy fucking everything. What do we always want to... Oh, actually, press cancel for that. Oh, it's to accept. Naked for that. I don't think we need that just yet. Get out of here, need baby. Probably in the wrong kingdom. It's kind of cool to have little towns here. Deliverance, bruh. As funny as that is, Deliverance is the movie why the entire backwoods bullshit stereotype fucking exists, including the infamous "squeal like a pig." If you guys remember that song, "Dig," by Mudvayne, the Berber Dang song, the Berber Dang. Someone did that with fucking Deliverance, and instead of that death metal growl in the beginning, they actually have the fucking that "squeal like a pig" yell, that "Wee," and the worst part is, it's fucking good. I'm like, I can't be laughing at this shit. It's too fucked up, but it's hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna try to go south. Okay, if we die here, I'm looking this up. Actually, you should probably look up anyways, just to be safe. I'm going full attack mode, fuck everything. Yes. Oh! Gone from existence! Let's go. Oh, whoa. Oh, buddy, he ain't looking so good. Item. The funny thing about that is like this. There actually, before katakana English, there was a word for item. Shinomono. But yeah, but you know, because the fantasy wanted to be more Western, they just kind of chose the term item. But now it's gone so ubiquitous that now even Japan and every time they say I need an item, it's just item. Ooh. Final Fantasy took out the ability to repeat with 7. As if I don't need that reason to not like 7. I'm kidding. I don't hate it. I'm not like, it ruined everything, but I'll just jab at it playfully. It's like, yeah, I don't like it. It's a big influence, but that's just how it is. Whenever I like something older, the popular one always changes whatever the fuck I liked about it. But I do get why 7 will probably be the most influential and most popular one until the end of Enix's days. And I'd say it's just that the cast is so damn flexible. You can make that a good thing or a bad thing, whatever you want. Here's how I like to describe it. If you took any other Final Fantasy game that wasn't 7 and you put the cast in there, there's a role that each of them could replace a different Final Fantasy character, and it would still work. Like you could replace Noctis, his fiance, and Cindy with Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith, and you would get a pretty similar result. However, you can't do the same. You can't put Noctis in Final Fantasy 6 or 9 and have it work the same way. And that's kind of the problem on why it doesn't work out for them. And they're essentially just the perfect placeholder for what Final Fantasy has become. Considering you could argue that everything from after 7 is like just a derivative of 7 to some degree. 7 was an iconic game because it had a big-ass marketing scheme, and what they don't tell you is that they actually made the game easier to get a more international audience. Because what I didn't know is that Final Fantasy, because while America had 1, 2, and 3, Europe was completely gimped apparently from a German guy I talked to. So yeah, so apparently for them, they never had a proper Final Fantasy game, and so to them, 7 was the first one. So you have all the new kids buying a PS1 across the world, that was their first exposure. So I'm looking up where to go. Fuzzballs, upgrade, east, north, southwest. Okay, so we're going the right way. We went to Rockland. We got money. So we have to find Gregminster and then go. Wait. We started in Gregminster. It's south. South. Go back and south. Oh shit. Okay, just one. Yeah, that's what the. Oh no, we got all the demon things in ailment. Oh, fuck off. Attack. You, item. Custody, let's go. Yeah, and of course the Americans are like, oh, we finally also get number 7 properly. And then of course with it being easier, more marketable, and a massive multi-million-dollar campaign because supposedly Xenogears, the first one was supposed to be FF7, but they felt it was too fucking hard. But yeah, so they engineered 7 to be a success. But the problem with 7 was that it was so influential that it's really hard to be a level of influential. A second, he dead! Oh no! It's hard to be that influential twice. I mean, Mario and Zelda have the same problem. every game until Breath of the Wild to some degree was just trying to recapture the magic of Ocarina of Time, you could argue. Except Skyward Sword, and people hated that fucking shit. Because they hated the 8 directions and the controls, because it was completely different. Granted, I fucked around and got the remote to work. And the Mario, it's basically, do you want your game to be more Mario 3, or do you want your game to be more Super Mario 64? Because Sunshine was hated when it came out. Or you loved it or you hated it, and then now it's loved by everybody apparently. I'm wondering how, because the fucking Switch doesn't have that haptic feedback. They don't care about your skin color, they care where you're from and how you taste. In true cannibal fashion. It's like, where are you guys like, the cannibals, where are they from? Miami. Explains so much. Delivering Stephen King's picture of rural Americans. I mean, it's kind of tough because to me, I kind of put that thing with Deliverance, like, as a film, in the same way I would talk about Slumdog Millionaire. Nobody wants to be the downtown, trash-trodden area in a movie. But you need a fucking town like that for a horror film to work. Isolate, you know? Like what was it? There was one that they made about the giant fucking rat attacking the factory. What we got here? Lennencamp, there we go. What's here? Why is this town called Lennencamp? Tell me. Tell me why. The specialties around here? Alright. General Teo's from the north, right? With you? You know that. It's very cool. Inja. Oh yeah, because it was crazy because if I remember correctly, Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 were actually 2, 4, 6. And so the only way you could get them afterwards until you had, you know, those Game Boy re-releases where they were more close to the Super Nintendo version, you had to get them through the PlayStation version, which I cannot fucking stand. They changed the music. Hammer, that's new. So like for example, like with Final Fantasy 6 on the Super Nintendo and Game Boy, it's and you just boom, you're like the screen flashes like twice and you're in combat, like you would see a Sparrow in the Pokemon battle. But then the Super Nintendo, it has a fade screen, and then it's a disc. You have load times. Hey, this is the blacksmith shop. How can I help you? Oh my. 1,500 to upgrade you. That's all my cash, but I get you. Arrows are expensive as fuck. I'm gonna try to do this here. I'm gonna bring everybody but Tedo, because Tedo's just like... Tedo sounds like an Irish way of like, yo, he's Ted, right? He's Irish, right? Ted's Irish, right? Hey, Tedo! I'm like, that's not my name, and just like, oh fuck it, everyone's calling you Tedo now, whether you like it or not. Alright, we're gonna save over here. No! My Xbox's kind of sensitive, I don't like that. Yeah. And Metroid for sure has that problem. Because every Metroid game is just, can you just be Metroid Prime 1? Or can you just be Super Metroid again, please? Like, and then you do it again, it's like, no! You gotta do it the way we remember it! When they try doing it, they remembered it. And it's not what they want fucking either. Okay, so according to the guide here, I gotta grind. It's like level 9 or 10. But since we have enough spots to come here and everything, we'll be fine. We'll wander around the town. Oh, I gotta revive the motherfucker. I forgot to bring him back. Like, why is there a dead man on my screen? Let's head back to town. I know it's a katakana problem, but something about it just seems like I just know there's someone who would unironically just want to call him Ted. Like when Guts in Berserk got when Berserk popped, the people who were like, no, it's a manga, therefore it must be Gatsu, and then what's his face? Mura's like, no, it's Guts with a U. Get over it. Like, how could it be? It's a manga, and he's like, because it's not Germany. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Come on. Do I just someone else's house? Oh, you townspeople, huh? You're not from this town, are you? So, it's better if you go back to where you came from. It's not quite safe here. Okay, Meg, the daughter of Meg's missing. Okay. And everyone's got their beans cooking. Modern game is ruined Shimo. Arrest me, please. Nah, that's not modern gaming. You see, get the fuck out of my way. You see, I'm a hard-headed stubborn motherfucker. Or if there's a way, like I will always say you can learn to play a game, but you see me with Conan, I will always caveman my way through a game before I ever try to get good. If it works, why fucking change? Is no real fucking medic in this town? Or is... Make sure we read this here. Nah, it's not it. I need to end. I need to like rest for one night to get him a full party heal. Because no point in grinding up to level 10 if we're not gonna have anybody here. Nah, it's more magic shit. We need that shit. No one got magic quite yet. This is yeah. Oh, bed. IKEA. Let's go. Party members are so outdated. Nah, I don't mind dead party members. Like my first, like, I think I could have. Was it? I'm trying about my first RPG was actually like no, the first RPG that I completed that wasn't like Pokemon that I completed first was Fire Emblem, and I started on my cousin's save file. And I started off like 2/3 of the campaign at that lava level, where lava slowly kicks in little by little, and I beat almost everybody with Archer, but then I got stuck. Should my inventory. Okay, we're all back to normal, thank goodness. I can save here. More broke than usual. And I think that was one of the first games I played with permadeath. It was the Sacred Stones, Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. And I think that took me off guard, and I was like, oh shit. I just restarted the game at the beginning and just try to be a lot more careful. I know I need to continue that Conan game, I still need to, yes. Okay, we got some health now, let's try it now. You can't kill all of us! I think he could still, but maybe. Yeah, we'll get to level 10, we're at level 6. Well, it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. I'm just gonna save in case it gets really fucking bad. Hakunkama-changa, yes. What the fuck was up with UK and Epstein, bro? The mosquitoes will take care of themselves. Oh, blood drain ailment. Oh shit. I need to buy one of those full condition heals. Crap. Yeah, I don't mind insta death. I just gotta be aware that insta death is the fucking thing, you know. Brandy Lowe wants a national divorce. That's a pretty extreme way of saying I want every man out there to fight for me. I get men fighting over women as romantic, but Jesus Christ, bro, this isn't a Chinese soap opera with the guy like 32 side pieces. Oh yeah, one of the older classical Chinese books, I forget what it was. It was dense. It was like over 1 million fucking Chinese characters. And it was crazy about this guy, like, literally having like all these side pieces, but the funny thing, that each side piece was like an allegory for like a different Chinese kingdom at the time. And so, like, so everyone was like, yeah, there's a lot of sex in this, but like 3,000 pages, but that's only like 3% of the whole content. I'm like, how is that many pages of sex? Just that little bit of the book. Oh my god, okay. So, normally, you know, Japanese are, they call the crows kurasu. Which is why if you see that old anime on Adult Swim, Karas, the alien samurai, karasu. But here it's just kurou, which I never hear that. I've never heard it in everyday speak. Manga, conservative. 120! How did you get that crit? Tell me your secrets. My question is, it always cracks me up when I see those adult stars who come out in terms of politicians. I'm like, you're always able to do this stuff with the same sex, you know? Typically. Or you're just like pinup models. I mean, I remember before that, the closest I remember seeing was it Ron Jeremy and Judge Jean Perot? We had an oral contract, Your Honor. And they kept the joke going in the court. That was great. One punch strat? Bro, we found the solution to Saitama. One punch strat. First, let's go backwards. Oh, I can't punch him. I'm too far. The manga MILF, I don't think... I thought that was Melania's nickname, I'm just saying. This is the guy with... Paul Pan is the guy we need to protect at all fucking costs, man. This is our man who comes in clutch, and if he's dead, we are all fucked. Shit creek, no paddle, extra brown. Charlie didn't want her going to just influencing kids. I can understand that. I can completely get it. I completely get that. I mean, there was an adult star years ago, I think in the 90s, by the name of Mimi Miyagi. She was a Filipino actress, and she was surprisingly conservative. But given how politics were at the time, you can't just come out and say, "I'm running for a local office or a state position, and I want my job's a porn star." I was like, well, I gotta do some research into her background, so she has to join the Libertarian Party. She wants what does she think? U.S. and a Confederacy peace and separation. Yeah, I know. I'm joking about like that. Cause what was it? I've seen enough posts where like, I saw my chick trying to start a fight because she saw that in a movie once. So it's like kind of funny. It's like, if all the men in America fight for me, like that would be like some fucking deranged, hilarious sitcom syndrome. Yeah, I mean, if this one looks too interesting, I could always try the Japanese Journey to the West game, the RPG on PS1, because that one actually leans a lot more. That one I actually have seen. I have not played, but I've seen it. But it does have a lot. It actually leads more to the Chinese-Japanese mythology of it. So you actually have like the Hmong, the Oriental look, the quote-unquote, you know, for lack of a better term, as opposed to this. We got Final Fantasy at home. To be fair, this is a good Final Fantasy at home, but when you tell me some Chinese story, I'm like, I want my Chinese action. Don't give me the long sword. Give me the flimsy Chinese sword that somehow can cut through people's necks and cut down the barriers of hell, but yet cannot cut through a toothpick. I want that. Unfortunately, Honesto Obe has made it to Secession Out means Civil War, tragically. Look up Jefferson Davis, everybody. Yeah, we're trying to just grind up all this fucking money. Because we need, apparently, because if we don't get to level 10, or 9 or 10, we're not going to be able to get across safely to the next area. Like the worst warthogs. I wish this was a bit more, like, varied, like Final Fantasy VI in the beginning. We see like the cool opening cutscene and whatever, not just talking. Again, playing it's fine, but I know you got for a stream. I know what's fun to see is always what's fun to play and vice versa. Maybe not this weekend, but next week we can maybe continue going on or open another poll. Because I might be out of commission this weekend because of my tooth extraction. Grind it up then, yes, grind up on Brandy, maybe not, maybe that's too much. Where'd the town go? I even made where the fuck I was going. Where's the town? Where'd the town go? Shit, left? Right, shit. Right, I went dun. Yeah, to the right. Brandy does America? I think Bill Clinton would be very happy. Seems like going on anime, sadly. That's not necessarily true. What happens is that you have a lot of these. Remember, a lot of these big tech companies, those Tumblr adjacent people, those tend to be like in all those big cities like Austin and Dallas and shit. Any site, as long as it goes too far. That's why some people like the horseshoe theory. Some people like, what's it called? What's the other theory? Fuck. The circular one. I like a two-axis one. But that's just because past the point you go so far one way, you can loop back around. Fun fact, you just reminded me. One guy had a good point. He says, "Why is it when I read Cyberpunk, I get a lot of like these cyber theocracies?" But yet, when I read all these fantasy things where there should be theocracies, it's always fucking monarchy. Can you explain that to me? And I'm like, why did I never notice that? Like, it's always not England, always not Germany, but they never seem to have a theocracy. When they have, like, all these other gods you gotta go and take down and shit. Like, that's a very good fucking point. Is this a low place? Nah, I don't think that's it. Funny because a lot of anime dubs done in Texas. Yep, a lot of the anime dubs were done in Texas. But that was back when it was cheaper to go to Texas than to do it in California. But, you know, as soon as, you know, Dallas got big like Los Angeles, you can tell what kind of people went there. The same kind of people that moved to Colorado the moment they legalized weed. Otherwise, Funimation's a fucking shithole. Because they get everyone who actually knew how to do their fucking job and turn into a goddamn organized clique based on what beliefs you got and whatever. Yeah, I mean, Aniplex is there, Funimation's there. I know some companies like Nipponichi Software, the guys who make this guy, they actually get some distribution rights in the States. And they don't even bother just dubbing it. Like, just fucking read the subtitles, you assholes. You're not like you play games in English anyways. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun, yeah. Hopefully it won't die. Go back to the town! Where's the town at? Go back. All these piss puddles look the same. Is there a map? Dogu. There's no kanji for cheese, there's no map. Fuck. There's my piss puddle. Oh fuck. Not again. Welcome to level 7. We're almost there. Well, you can't win them all. Again, with politics, you're eventually going to make one incorrect opinion, whether it be like factually incorrect or just be on personal beliefs. All it takes is one for people to just throw you away, and that's the shit part of politics. In a world of people where everyone makes mistakes, you're expected to be more perfect than them when you're given more opportunities to fuck up. That's why a lot of good people who do politics don't do that shit. There was some guy I knew, he used to do city council. And I asked him, like, why don't you, like you're clearly you know what the fuck you're doing. Why the hell aren't you going to go to a higher level? And he said, simple, because when you go to high level politics, you have to play higher level petty games. It means more of that bullcrap that I fucking hate about politics. So it's either I stay lower level politics and can keep my town safe, always happy, or I go up in level and have to do all the pork, the quid pro quos, the power checking, and I completely fucking get that. Who is this to me that English of the anime are good? See, because your idea of good is not the same idea as theirs is good. Their idea of good is close enough to fitting a fucking character. I don't gotta read subtitles. Ergo, it's good. Because you've seen, like, and I mean like shitty video game dubs where it's like they are reading off a script like this. Is this you, Karen? Ooh, like that. Like, you know, like, and I mean like objectively bad dubs, like so bad it makes the Room look like Oscar worthy. If it's like that, it breaks the illusion for them. It's good enough to keep them in the illusion of watching the anime. That's all it fucking means. It's just good enough. Like how with gunfights. Like gunfights don't gotta be realistic, you people. There's gotta be pew pew, somebody dies. It's really cool. So they're serving two different purposes. Like I just say Japanese dubbing is good because I know what good English dub and good Japanese dub is, and they actually put effort into the character and shit. Granted, they get people who do, you know, voice acting, stage acting, kabuki, theater, the version of Hollywood, and it's actually treated with respect. For them, is it passable enough? Yes. Do you gotta read subtitles? No? Good. No, some dubs are actually pretty good, but the average one is just the same 5 people doing the same 3 voices. Like when you hear Monaco Real, you know it's her because she doesn't do many voices. If they were like Vic Mignogna or John DiMaggio, where they were very flexible in their voice acting, or like Rolf, from Ed and Eddie, because he was the ocean dub Goku who had that high pitch but still not ear-screechingly sharp Goku voice. Actually, that I actually preferred over Sean Schemmel, even before the whole Kick Vic thing. I thought it was fucking amazing, that guy's voice. Because like you're telling me that the Eastern European guy is Goku, like I can't believe it. Like if you're that kind of flexible in your voice, you can get really good fucking dubs. But the people they still have are the same people who just do 1, 2, or 3 voices, and now you got these new people coming in who aren't even doing like original voices. They're just literally doing imitations of those voices. So now everyone sounds the same more than fucking ever. Like how you can argue how like every shooter nowadays just copies Fortnite with the loot boxes, the icon emotes, the best crossovers, and they're not picking what works best for them. I think there are VAs that come to anime supposed to be English. Yeah, because most anime aren't really like, they don't really do England. Like they pick like other countries in Europe. But with a fake name. Foreign dubs do just suck by nature because it depends on what it is. Star Wars was bad, but the dub game has gotten really fucking good. But Japan also does do releases in theaters at the same time. You can pick your sub or dub in theaters at the same fucking time. Because it depends who gets the rights. Like if you look at Russian dubs, the Russian dubs can be like really fucking good where they actually get like a proper studio. And then there's Russian dubs I've seen where legit they will turn the original audio down halfway, dub lip-sync over, talking over the original audio, and then they will just stop talking with some of the sound effect with a lower volume track. Because also, there's what's passable for a dub in general, then there's what's considered appropriate for your culture, but that also assumes that they give a fucking shit when they're doing the dubs. It's like, think of it like Naruto. If you look at Naruto in the English dub and Japanese dub, the English dub clearly just keeps the high energy of Naruto, because that's what was important for a Western hero. But if you do a Japanese style like in Goku, you hear a bit more of like a bullshit, like of a bratty undertone to what you don't really get in the English dub. Same way how with what's it called? Damn it, it just escaped me. Yeah, if you want to see a really funny, a good Japanese dub that really keeps the spirit, like where it sounds like it fits the character but isn't trying to be one-to-one, believe it or not, check out The Boys. The Boys dub, they did a damn good job with that one. Like what? Like if you were told me that like they had like when they pulled a Resident Evil where they hired just white people, they read a script, but then they didn't tell them they were gonna like erase the audio and just dub it in Japanese. I could 100% believe The Boys. Yes, Eddie from Eddie was Goku. Goku was done by Ocean, and Ocean was the big anime dub company before Funimation. Because Funimation got big because they knew how to snipe contracts. For example, Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann was supposed to be an Ocean dub, and they had barely finished it up, but they failed to get distribution set up, so which means that Ocean literally had an entire fucking completed dub that was gone to waste. So fans were waiting a couple of years for this, and as soon as those rights expired, Funimation slapped the money down, and then they had their dub already like halfway done, ready to go. And that's why they came out as good as it was. I mean, to be fair, they actually put some effort into that particular dub, and it actually came out pretty good. But that's what happened. They knew how to pick up on the other IPs that they left off. Like when Ocean lost the other contract to Dragon Ball, Funimation picked up. When they first got the rights, they even tried to imitate the Ocean dub actor because they were that popular. But they kind of realized with the 90s movies that they could just kind of do their own thing, and that became the Dragon Ball that you hear in the English dub today. And then now, Funimation is so synonymous with the Dragon Ball that no one, unless you grew up with Ocean dub, or a collector, or avid Dragon Ball fan, you're not even aware that's a fucking thing. Tell me how it look like. Now we're healing up. It's a restaurant. Shit. Oh, it's the place, yeah, it's a bed. Spend the night here. Tomorrow night we read this thing. And you're fine, like everyone's different, like which I mean it helps up for the game to actually get like the anime voice actors live. Yeah, because your problem with the anime stuff with that is that you pick up shonen. Because the shonen problem, okay, I'll tell you why JoJo, even though it's shonen, doesn't have the Dragon Ball issues. For one simple reason. They waited for the fucking manga to finish. When you read stuff like Dragon Ball, or like, I mean, not like Yu Yu Hakusho, but more like Dragon Ball and Naruto, where they're like, they are that Dragon Ball level once in a lifetime kind of popular. They want to adapt it while the iron's hot. But the problem is, they're adapting all the stories to come out one chapter a week, so they have to make up all this filler, make entire filler arcs like in Bleach, or just do Dragon Ball like pad out for like 5 episodes. That's literally why they made Z-Kai, to make a filler-less Dragon Ball. That's legit the whole point of Z-Kai. Dragon Ball without the filler. And of course, some nostalgia fanboys are like, they ruined Dragon Ball! They took out the epic pacing. Nah, they took out the fucking filler, that's what they fucking did. And to make matters, yeah, Naruto never had that chance, unfortunately. But thankfully, the movies you can watch them by themselves, and with One Piece. But when you start doing a series, you wind up usually being like Evangelion or Full Metal Alchemist, where they will start like running the series ahead of you, and will start going in a completely different direction. That's why there's 2 Full Metal Alchemists: Brotherhood, which is one that actually follows manga through and through, and then there's the original one, which is where the authors took over. And those 2 are both so equally well done that people debate to this day which one's the better one of the 2. Death Note was finished when they started adapting Season 2, so they were able to make it with a lot less filler. And that's kind of what the thing is. With Naruto, Dragon Ball, all of it, they're adapting, well, it's still coming out, which is why there's so much fucking filler. But the reason why the Americans picked them up is because, you know, even though it's filler or not, Americans love long-running shows. Americans really didn't start to really love a limited-run series until binge-watching came with Netflix. And what happens? On one hand, it's great because you have a limited-run series that all killing, no filler. But the con is that you don't really get old school kind of shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Law & Order used to be unpassable, because now everything has to be binge watchable. So instead of being a fun episode, self-contained, it's got to be in the stronger continuity. I know that's not exactly what you mean, but I'm just saying that's kind of a side effect about why these shorter series are getting popular. But yeah, but JoJo's been, at least the parts that they're adapting have been done for at least 10 years at like most. It's only the last one, like JoJolion, that's still going on. And so they're gonna adapt Steel Ball Run, and JoJolion they're not gonna touch until it's finished. That's why JoJo's been on a constant streak. It's already done. This already has everything that we can care of. But the Americans, they love the action shonen, they love the long-running series, and that's, to them, that's all that anime is. It's the Pokemons, it's the Digimons, it's the Dragon Balls. They don't like the shorter series that are done in a couple of weeks, and if in things like Cowboy Bebop were an exception rather than the rule. Or Samurai Champloo, or Afro Samurai even. Like, but again, they're all on Adult Swim. Because to most people, if it's not on a major fucking network, it doesn't fucking exist. Like, if Boku no Hero did not get picked up in the West, these people would not go and watch the anime with subtitles. Most people watch this shit out of convenience because everything else fucking sucks. Check out Zekai. Zekai is Dragon Ball without the filler. But check out the Japanese version. I'm not saying it to be funny, but what happens is that in the West, Nickelodeon of all companies got the distribution rights, so it's a bit censored compared to the original one. Evangelion doesn't have much filler? Yeah, because like I said, Evangelion, the manga and the anime were going at the same time, and then the halfway point, the anime said, fuck it, the manga's taking too long, we're gonna make our own story. So the from the halfway point onwards, they actually made significant changes that lead to a completely different outcome. Like one, for example, like one tiny difference that makes a loaded personality change. Well, with Asuka, in the anime, her father, for example, was a human, a full-on human being that was there in her life at one point, but isn't anymore. But in the manga, her father was nothing more than some random just a highly intelligent sperm donor who she never got to meet. So she gets less of a stable family in the fucking manga as opposed to the anime. Yeah, but to hate anime, the reason why you don't have that issue with anime, so you get issue with Western cartoons, is very simple. Western cartoons are not adaptations. They don't have to have that problem. So if you're not adapting anything, you don't have that filler problem more times than not. Unless you're trying to save budget up or use all your budget elsewhere. I'm trying to think of a good example. It's on the tip of my tongue. Like, my brain's just mush right now. I've been trying to mush for the past couple years. Even like the old cartoon Buzz Lightyear Adventures of Star Command, or the Tarzan cartoon, they weren't adapting entire stories. They weren't entire stories. They were making their own thing. So as a result, they could just make each episode stand alone. But if they had to adapt the entirety of the actual book of Tarzan, they might run into some pacing issues here and there. Maybe. But most importantly, though, Tarzan was already finished even back then. Manga was written in tandem. Yes, that is true. For way back. Lupin III in any order, exactly, because Lupin III is done as a pulp series. And to be fair, Lupin III is one of those rare Japanese IPs like Doraemon, where it's like The Simpsons, like where nothing really fucking matters, or SpongeBob, where the continuity is very loose. Like you have hard events that come in certain places for sure, but everything else is just scramble and fair game. So ultimately, it kind of comes down: do you want a serialized show or do you not want a serialized show? I mean, the best way I think you can really get it would be using Star Trek. Because Deep Space Nine was serialized, but back in the day, it wasn't the most popular thing, because if you missed an episode, you were out of the loop on something major. But the tight pacing of it has actually made it really good to rewatch compared to other Treks. Come on, one more level, please. a series is based on a book, yeah, but it depends. Is it going to be like Suikoden here, where it's like very loosely, or are they trying to be like a television series that's a proper adaptation? Because Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century is a very different behemoth than, let's say, like the Anna Green Gables. I think you remember that cartoon. Gross. Mosquitoes. Yeah, because there's two kinds of filler. Because it depends. You mean like filler? Because good filler, quote unquote, is when it's still used to expand the lore or the personalities. It makes the characters feel more human. Avatar: The Last Airbender was great at this. They had some episodes that were smaller stakes that actually were just really good. For other cartoons, Shell and Shonen has some good ones too. I'm trying to think of some really good, some other good shows that had like. Because the problem is like I want to see some harem anime, but that's just like par for the course with harem anime. And of course, Jakers, the Adventures of Piggly Winks. I don't think that's based off a book. At least if it's a very loosely based one. The same way how it was in, what was that cartoon called? Fucking Sitting Ducks? Yeah, like that wasn't loosely based off a book, but it was like a kid's series. That doesn't count either. I don't count Embarrassing Birds either. But yeah, it depends if you're trying to faithfully adapt material or not. To be fair, Disney hasn't adapted anything faithfully. I'd say for what it's worth, the 20,000 League was and the original Treasure Island were surprisingly faithful. The funny thing is that Treasure Island was a flop and 20,000 was a success. Yeah, Tales of Boxing Say, like, you didn't even have to be like Tales of Boxing Say, where every episode carries its own 5 minutes, or like Sokka trying to impress ladies but, you know, not knowing his boundaries, or, you know, Uncle Iroh with Soldier Boy and his brother. Oh, that was heart-wrenching. Or Katara and Toph, you know, being like high city girls, and you learn more about how Boxing Say really operates. Or Zuko kind of realizing that if he wanted to, he could always walk away from this problem of chasing the Avatar and settle down with the nice girl at the tea shop who eats like a dude but loves like a lady. If you use the canon comic books for Avatar, Jin should have been the girl. Considering that Mai broke up with him in the comics. It sucks. What else? Alright, but in Last Airbender, there was an episode that you could technically consider filler. They were on the way to Boxing Say. Remember when they met that traveling family with a pregnant lady and her husband, and they got stuck in the cavern? You technically could argue that that's a filler episode because from a plot perspective, you don't need that episode. You just need to know they're in Fire Nation territory. I don't know why I said fucking Fire Emblem. Once you're in Fire Nation territory, like even that little tiny journey just feels like 10 times more intense. But you take the episode out, and you don't really affect the characters too much. But it does give you the idea about what the kind of people are in Boxing Say and the like. Sure, brain cell. Yeah. When it comes to action shit, we like similar action shit. That's why we have the same brain cell in that regard. And some Toon Ladies. But there are other parts where it's like, now, I'm like, what the fuck is this piece of shit? I'm like Joe Pesci. What the fuck? I watched 20,000 Leagues. Is it because the concept's not that cool for 20,000, or is it just because it's older movie pacing? Because there's there's three cinemas, there's four. Old school classic cinema, which is, I would argue, up to the 40s. Then you have more what I'll call more slow burn cinema, which is anything up to the 60s. And I would say Godfather and Star Wars with a change of what I would call contemporary cinema, where it became more about faster pacing and more snappy events, where everything was kind of a set-piece spectacle, that everything would be tip-top shape until the Marvels took over. And then Marvel became, I would call, the roller coaster cinema, where it's all about everything to thrill, everything, and you can't let the entertainment or energy die down for a couple of minutes. I mean, to be fair, I prefer 20,000 Leagues. To be fair, I prefer the movie over the book by fucking leagues to keep the joke going. Because the book was a lot of edutainment, I was like, oh my god. But at the same time, I liked the concept just was way stronger than for my uncomfortability, or I don't know, that's not the right word. For my displeasure of the edutainment section. But that was just me personally. We're getting more battles, I'm liking this. Yeah. After episode coming out of the desert, exactly. Oh, like, cause what was it like? Because you can do filler, because you can, if you're smart, you can trick filler into being like plot relevant. Because one episode in Avatar where Appa, the big bison, gets kidnapped after they get some very important information on a stealth mission. And what happens is that the blind girl, Toph, has to make a choice. Use her powers to save the rest of the crew from dying as the building collapses, or save the Sky Bison, which is their, being taken by raiders, which is their ticket out. So either way you lose. She saves the Sky Bison, her friends are dead. She saves her friends, oh shit, I forgot that's the fucking poison, right. She saves her friends though, which she did do, and they got no way back. And that the episode afterwards, the aftermath, it's a very tense one. Like, Aang, one of the few times he gets angry because he lost one of his only remaining connections and friends to his past life before he got frozen. They're all going through dehydration. Sokka goes and drinks the cactus juice, where we basically have a kid-friendly LSD trip. And then Toph trying to not feel bad about what she did because she made the only choice that she could, but given that she was always kind of, raised to that proper, prim and proper girl, but not letting anyone down, it's a big ass failure because she let down the fucking avatars. It's a lot of weight, and there's still laughs. There's still good tension. It's still a balance, and it's just the beginning of them trying to get the bison back. And it's the setup for the journey. It's really good. Yeah, oh yeah, Jules Verne's is fucking, for an underwater novel, it's a fuck ton drier. Okay, we'll you see one more to level 9, and then we can go journey to the West. We can go West afterwards. Mako? No, Mako was season 1 and 2, and then I think it was DiMaggio that was season 3. Was it DiMaggio, or am I thinking of the wrong guy? Oh yeah, Aang was grieving big time, she doesn't even want to talk to the blind girl because he's like, you let them take him. Around the World in 80 Days is another loose one, but I mean, it was kind of loose in the concept, but just watch the Owen Wilson Jackie Chan one. There is an old school silent Man to the Moon, which if you've seen the movie Hugo, you've probably seen a good chunk of that film. Waste! What kind of comment are you reading, lad? What kind of comment are you reading, lad? This one, sir. You're fired. Where have you worked here? Would you like to? Sure. You're fired. Exactly. Episode with filler, sometimes, yeah, or pacing, it's all context, but yeah, it depends, like, because one thing I don't like about people complaining about TV is just like, they act like there's one fucking way to do a TV show, and you can't. If you're doing, an adventure a weekend, there's no heavy continuity, you don't really have the same kind of tight, you're tight, you're writing, as far as continuity, and lore doesn't need to be as tight as, one with a long-ass overarching story. Same way how, you don't need to have as big of a world or as a diverse of an enemy cast if you're going to be a show that's going to be, challenge of the week. Like, if I were to compare, how could I think of this? If I were to make an adaptation of The Helen of Troy to like a 2-season TV show, I would not expect your writing to be as crazy or as varied as an action show like The Young Adventures in Indiana Jones. I wouldn't. Not the Greg Baldwin? Ah, okay. Sorry. Whoa, more battle. Did I kill everything in the area? Okay, let's go. Like, yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. Like, what's it called? But yeah, again, if you want to make a 2-season episode of, season adaptation, let's just say, of Prince Caspian from Narnia, I would not expect you to have the same kind of diversity in your enemies and your location and set pieces as you would Kim Possible. Where on one episode you can go to Brazil, and then that same episode go to Tokyo, and then other episodes go to France, or have her just stay in the high school. It depends. What's your show? Is there an overarching narrative? If so, is it very serialized where every episode counts, or is it more like a soft, subtle, overarching character change? Because that also is a big ass difference. Like if you use like Shaolin Showdown, the first season was just Adventure of the Week, but then season 2 slowly became more of that subtle overarching one. Then season 3, I believe, was actually a hard, serialized, overarching narrative. And I'm not talking about Shaolin Chronicles, about like the original one. We all know the friends are involved in Earth 2 man. Well, the SpongeBob Japanese dub is fucking great. You record a whole completely different outro song for the credits. I'll do one more battle and then I'll check my stats now. Level 9, level 9. Come on! Gremio. Fuck, I need Gremio to get to level 9. Shit. And then... come here, then go back up, and then back to it. We're okay, tech-wise, gotcha. Let's find out. Let's go ahead. One more. How much we got? 4,000? Okay, let me go back and upgrade. Perfection. Okay, let me get some more weapons. We'll upgrade a bit more with the blacksmith, and then we'll. So everyone has a little upgrade, and then we'll go and then we'll get. When he's level 9, we'll heal here, and then we'll go east. What RPG I've ever fucking played? Like in what sense? Like being back overall, or just like as a terrible RPG? Blacksmith's quick. Let's go. See, we got The Witcher 3. You see what I mean about like what I mean about the overall the RPG or as a game? Because sometimes you have a good game but bad RPGs in there, so somebody's like, what the fuck are we doing here? Bad overall. I gotta really fucking think. That's a really tough one. I'm trying to remember all the GBA RPGs they played in the back of my head. I'm trying to debate like what's worse, a game like Final Fantasy 13 where it's just like really bad as an RPG and as a game, but it's not like broken, like where your stats do nothing. Because this may not count, but have you ever played Sonic and the Secret Rings? Like there are RPG stats in the game that actually affect your gameplay, and they purposely give you shitty controls so that you have to grind. Yes, it's for the running sections that you actually have to grind to get better controls for the running sections. You have to grind so that your fucking controller works the way it's supposed to fucking work when you get to the max level. You grind to control your fucking character properly. In a Sonic game! I feel like the fucking Black Knight game did that shit better. When you do it worse than Sonic and the Black Knight, you fucked it horrifically. If we're gonna do it that way, I'm gonna say probably it's got to be a mix between the game we did last time, Tokyo Visions, or it's gonna have to be Persona 1. Because Persona 1 is a game that is completely functional, but it's not the most engaging, so it feels like a slog. Unlike Final Fantasy 13, at least, wait, with Final Fantasy 13, the music loops properly. It's not like a 2-minute song that fucking ends, a gap of silence, and it goes back on. And the cast, and the world, like, it gets better, but the whole fucking thread you gotta slog through. With that song starting over in the same spot. It's an instrument, it's a vocal song too, which makes it kind of crazy. Again, I don't hate Persona 3 or 4 socially. I don't hate that much. I personally like that because it's... I'm not like love it, but I like it when a character has a reason to be there as opposed to just, here's a cool NPC you do nothing with. Like, it gives me a game to usually care about the character outside of just the script told me to. Alright, we're all on the 9. Alright, let's go back to town. He's gonna die in a couple seconds. Shit. Where'd town go? Piss puddle! Other piss puddle. Oh shit, he dead. Sonic and the Secret Rings. You probably didn't remember that one, because that was one that had all these crazy Sonic games. It's like, yeah, Sonic and the Secret Rings, which gets overshadowed by Sonic Unleashed, which, by the way, now actually plays really fucking good if you have access to, like, a strong PC. Because now it's like, no one, and it was like, yo, the game wasn't bad. Just everything was underpowered when we made this game. Alright. Save game. Number 6, let's go. Now we get to go back up to the main town that we were at, and then we have to go west. Okay, let me go from west to the town this way. It lets me. It won't. I gotta go back to the time we started and then go west. Vampire Masquerade section. Oh, did you hear what happened with the new Vampire the Masquerades? They put so much fucking shit behind the paywall. Like, what kind of RPG puts entire classes, stats, and weapons behind a fucking paywall? Like, if you're gonna put an entire class and weapon set underneath, and there's multiple of these, mind you, not just one, behind a paywall, then what's the point of you even playing the game? I get you want to have shit a la carte, but fuck. To unofficial patch. Chie Santoka? I'm sorry, I am the Naoto kind of guy. Nah, Chie ain't bad. Chie ain't bad. Greg Minster, okay, we're here. Let me say so I can just remember where the fuck I'm at progress-wise. In 2 spots. Okay, so seriously. And west of Greg Minster, gotcha. Yeah, it's a game that like the version on the PSP, they fixed a good amount of chunks, but they didn't quite fix the quality of life issues. Yeah, exactly. Like if it's like if you want to charge DLC for a completely broken class that's not supposed to be part of the game or isn't unlockable that like breaks the game completely, I would understand. Is there a map here or some bullshit? Let's go west. What the fuck? Is there anything else here? Or maybe I have to go down the west. I wish I had a map of the fucking place. That's all I wish. It's like, what's the fucking point, bro? Like, seriously. Like, think about that. Like, it's a game that's so fundamentally flawed that you can just dismiss it on that notion alone. Like, Bro, you made Cyberpunk 2077, like the buggy version from the get-go. You made that! You made that look like a proper RPG element-based game. That's a fucking miracle, bro. It's stuck? Okay, I gotta go down, I gotta go right. You're gonna need a couple of patches if you're gonna try Vampire the Masquerade. I think it is on GOG. If not, they're gonna put on GOG when they have that release the second game. And you guy likes boys suit the girls. I just kind of like that tomboy street forward attitude. You play 0 fucking games. That's just my 2 cents. When you are as dense as I am when it comes to ladies, you must hit me with a brick. The brick of you, stupid dumb fuck. That was the dumbest thing you could have thought of. But I think part of it is kind of hilarious that whenever they make those kind of girl guys who are actually girl characters, they make the girl form like super duper effeminate that it's almost like kind of like how you would in a fantasy with like the Ice Queen, like you rescue her and then she melts like this beautiful pale skinned lady with like blonde hair, she's just fine. And I mean like she goes from like black eyes, black hair, black nails to looking like Elsa and shit. I guess I can also like that. Go, go, go. Bridge! I saw a bridge! Go, get yours back up there. For Dimmy Scare Lamps! Or La Sombra. Ah, the shade. Yes, La Sombra. That's what Sombra means. Like, what was it? Like in P5, my favorite 2 have got to be, here, favorite 2? Yeah, favorite 2. It's got to be, Teacher Kawakami and then Tai Takumi the nurse. That is Great Wall! Big Wall! Stuck Wall! Oh shit. Maybe more than half the clans you ever paid for in 1. That is beyond fucked, yeah. I mean, it's almost like fucking Halo Reach when they were like, yeah, Microsoft made us take out some of the content and force us to DLC. Okay, so where the fuck did I go? I'm supposed to go west here, to the mountain. Why can't I go? Yeah, those 2 are my favorite ones. But there was one who had that older sister with the silver hair. Like, if that girl was an option, I would definitely take that one too. I know everyone likes freaking Fubuki? Futaba, the code girl. I'm like, Jai! Why can't I go through? It says go west to the fucking mountain. What the hell's up with this thing? Is it that little secret thing up here? Oh. We found the Chinese. It hide in mountain. There we go. Walk to the beat. Walk to the beat. Oh, you... They're called Mai Mai. What the fuck? There's gotta be some in joke I'm not getting. Like, a lot of these things like repeating kind of like doubles. Pimbo's VA is not dead. He's just roasted. Yeah. Okay, I'm a dumbass. Because my literally just means fucking snail. And but the kanji is like dance. Like the same kanji you use for Mai Shiranui from King of Fighters. So you say Mai, like, hey, Mai, you're calling for a fucking snail. For this Sakuret? A sacklet? Circlet? Sacklet? Because it's a long sa, I can't tell. Yo man, it was the tiny sack I found. Like, put your sack away, I don't want to see that shit. Nijima, yes, Makoto's sister, that's the one. Her, Kawakami, and Taiga are the top 3 in the game. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna answer about Naoto. I think as out of all the girls, I like Naoto's ambition the best. She wants you to be the best at something. She doesn't just want to be good. She wants to be the best, and she's willing to study and learn from whoever it is to be the best. And then, of course, you play the other stuff too, and you go like, oh, she's actually a really pretty detective with long hair, and she's still one of the best. You know, I don't care if it's a guy or if it's a girl. I have to give respect to the drive. If you don't want to just be a good guy. You want to be like one of those who gets her name in the history books. I respect that genuine drive, that desire. Like, you're not just saying, I want to be the best there is. Like, no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To eat them is my cause. Like, nah, not like that. But if you're like, and you like, if you say, I want to be, oh, Han's got to remind me. Who is the lead animator for Jessica Rabbit? Oh, we're talking about the girls. We're not talking about the actual games. Like, the thing with Persona 5 is that, like, I'm just a guy who likes darker shit. So to me, Persona 1, thematically, it's great, but just clunky as fuck to play. But Persona 2, all the games on the PSP, those were, like, the ones I really wanted to get. Then you got Persona 3, which was the transition from Persona to Shimigami to Persona. And then 4 kind of became its own thing. 4 and 5 still have dark stuff in them, but they're not quite the dark esoteric shit I like, or the Gnostic shit. I know the G signs, like sound gonna I like them. Richard Williams. Folks trying to turn on Persona 5 because of all the normies who are in it, and then all the normal people in Persona are just like, it's no longer popular. That's why. The same people who claim to be Persona 3 fans when that collection came out with 3, 4, 5. Richard Williams. See, because you know why Jessica Rabbit looks the way she does with that overly big bust and shoulders and then the tiny ass waist? You know why, motherfucker? Because he tried drawing an anatomically correct Jessica, and he did it. But everyone was like, bro, you didn't draw that. You rotoscoped it. You traced that actress. And he's like, the fuck I did. I'll prove to you I didn't trace fucking shit. And that's why Jessica got those exaggerated proportions. Proportions so cartoony that you cannot rotoscope it. You have to adjust. So even if he had a reference that was tracing a lady underneath, he had to make a lot of adjustments, which he didn't. He was just, which he didn't. He did it all himself. So, oh shit. And that's what gets him in the animator's history books and Jessica Rabbit's design. He got to be amongst the best of the best alongside the old 7 men of Walt Disney and the Fleischer brothers. The fan of any SMT game? Nah, here's the funny thing. SMT fans are not Persona fans. Persona fans, like, especially the Crazy Rabbit ones, I know I can't convince you otherwise, but the Crazy Rabbit ones, they kind of played 3, but when they realized that 3 wasn't a lot like 4 or 5, and it was a lot darker, a lot of them just walked away from it. 4 is where the nutty started to come in. 5 is the one that everyone was a quote-unquote fan of because they saw some fucking live streamer play that shit. And then Persona 2 is way too fucking dark for these motherfuckers. And I mean, like, because you're doing deals with the devil, you're doing about evil dictators. Yes, they bring the awesome painter back in that game. And it's a funny thing to do with him. And it gets really fucked up, like soul sacrifices and everything. Stuff that Shimigami has not done in the mainline series. Like, 4 kind of touched it, but not as much. Because Shimigami Tensei, I'd say, like, the original ones are, like, more closer to the Castlevania in terms of how dark shit can fucking get. I mean, like, the games, not the fucking Castlevania Judgment. We've got everything here, right? Once you get held back, or you start late. Things a little over middle school. Alright, we're doing it right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Persona 3 and then 4 because of 3, whereas a lot of those, like the tarot card skins, the other ones like, nah, your demons that you summon actually mean shit. Like Persona, like Shin Megami Tensei 5 did pretty good because it was like, wow, we got the dark shit back. But of course, you know, Persona 5 did way fucking better. But then again, they've been selling the game since the fucking PlayStation 3. And the fans forgot about that crap. Simple Steven. Simple Steven. Let's get going! Let's go! Oh no, let's go. Kind of sketch if everyone's dead. You have a winery here. Gaki. Wait, let's go backwards. Kagi ga kagakateru. It's fucking locked. 3 was dark. 3 was dark. Like, for context, there was a Persona, and you know how you use some of your Persona? You had a spirit gun, right? And you would literally put the gun to the side of the cranium, and then, ka-cha! And then the spirit would come out. And that was the main motion for every fucking attack in Persona 3. That's how Dark 3 was. And then 3 had the whole concept of, like, there's a secret midnight hour where the spirits get to roam out free and cause chaos. And so you're walking in a world where every living person's body is a coffin in their fucking place. And you have to do that midnight hour every fucking day, because it's the only time you have a chance to crawl these spiritual dungeons. Cat bunny! Cat bunny! It'll take care of itself. Oh, damn. Oh, shit! I could have saved earlier. Oh, fuck. I need to bring this mother. Oh, wait. Look at item, motherfucker. Alright, you gotta heal up too. But yeah, I mean, when it gets to other games, like they do mention, you know, the taking of one's own life. They do talk about sacrificing other souls to summon demons to get more power. It's the case of you're fighting people who are not afraid to pull a Shang Tsung or put you on the occult table like in Resident Evil 4 remake. You're dealing with that kind of dark level in Shin Megami Tensei. While in Persona, it never quite gets to that, because in 3 you kind of get, 2 you get close to that, 3 you kind of do, but 4 and 5 are more about the inner demons of one's individual person as opposed to, you know, an external evil. Which is why in Persona 4 that was kind of like the whole joke with the design. It was a brightly colored world that was making fun of you because it was really, the thing you're fighting against was the manifestation of your deepest fears and darkest secrets. Which makes a lot of sense. So if you want to see what that would look like without the bright colored paint, you play Catherine. Because Catherine's that same concept, but you know, you are a scumbag 2-time cheater, or in the Vita version, a 3-time cheater, and if you want to bring the lady boy into it, a 4-time cheater. And it's just, that was the one on the Vita version. Just for fucking extra content, like all the stuff they couldn't do. So they want to be like, this guy's so depraved, he will take anything with a booty. And the more fucked up you are, the easier the day missions get. But you gotta keep the balance of the lie between the two Catherines going, and that will affect how hard your nightmare puzzles are. So yeah, so it's, oh crap, touch it. Alright, okay. Gotcha, we got a little thing. Roblox, I just don't see the appeal to it for me personally. It's like Minecraft. Funimation, nice. It's like I'm not fucking good at Legos. Why would I buy a game that's basically digital Legos? Okay. I grabbed something. Let's go up. She plays Zenless Zone. She should play Zenless Zone Zero like a real stuff enjoyer. Yeah, because the thing with Roblox is basically like what the kids have back in the day, fucking RuneScape. or Dragon Quest or Maple Story before that shit became pay to play. Or if you had Ragnarok, right? I remember that was a thing. All my friends played it. I never did. I never played Ragnarok. I was with my friends. I was to watch them play it. Zelda Zone Zero is one of those big titty slap games. What you do is that you take your shirt off and you send nipple pics to the devs so they know how big the breasts. Go back. I just want to read the name again. I couldn't catch it. It was Saladi? I don't know how to read it. Gachink game. Okay, let's come here. I'm gonna heal up. Alright, don't let it. Alright. No, we're good. We saved it. Just save for my mental state. It's basically like what's it called? The other ones like Genshin Impact, or what's the other one? Hoyoverse. There's another one. There's one more. There's a lot of these fucking slap games. One more I'm thinking in particular. Not to be confused with the fucking horse game. Osugata. Yeah, you look like a Southern Overlord. Please be kind to us. Take. We get like a healing water? Oh, we can afford that. But do I want that? Do I want it? What the fuck? Too much Resort Mario Bros. For the DS. Bro, I miss the DS Mario Bros. Because I'm like, this game was great. And then, like, it's a platforming game, right? You don't have to do anything crazy. And what do? They add a whole versus mode of Mario and Luigi where you can kill each other. Using special items and everything, and then they gotta go further, add a whole entire Luigi casino mode. We are never getting that again. Stay up. Do I know you? You probably know the person, Odessa. He's a bigger person, you know, about 3 meters tall. It's kind of sad that only get any really good fans are these gotcha games because you're paying fucking money up the ass. Okay, so did I do something wrong? Because I'm talking to everybody. I feel like there's nothing else I can do here. I want to get tall fast. My dad says it's not gonna happen though. Anything here in this mountain? Does anyone even watch the fucking Emmys? Like, I don't think anyone ever really has. I mean, I don't even watch the fucking thing. Oscars and Grammys are the only two award shows that get any kind of ratings, and Oscars have been dropping because the movies just have been less and less exciting. Okay, so I am supposed to buy that $7,000 fucking water orb and shit. So apparently if you get a water healer in the team, a water magic, it will be very useful for healing. Okay. I'm gonna give it to Grussia. I'll have the duck noise. Okay, Ted's got it. Okay, we're supposed to leave now, and then we gotta go up to the upper right house. I was already here. Can I go in? Hold up, I gotta check Ted's inventory. Ted may have an item. Yeah, it's just Ted. Not... Supposed to get an item from this motherfucker. Do I have it? Actually, let me check inventory for everyone, not just Ted. Tebaraku. A tunic, a bandana, boots. Okay, I think my inventory's full. I think that's why I can get an item. I think I have to sell a couple things. I was really into the... That's what I'm thinking of, yeah, the gacha. I was really into gacha. Yeah, all the ones with the lady boats and stuff. Where's the fucking salesman? Fuck, it says... Okay, we'll get the gem. Let me sell something here first. Can't. Okay. If I can't sell those, somebody's gonna toss it then, because that's bullshit. Dogu. Okay, tools. Let's come here. Let me get rid of this bullshit. And one more. Oh no, we're not moving that shit. Alright. Top upper house, hopefully he'll give us the item now. If not, I'm gonna figure out what the fuck to do. So fortunately, I'm gonna have to... Okay, let's see. Hmm? Sickos, do their own war show we come out when we're done? Oh yeah, wasn't that the one they tried to give like fucking like the Elden Ring DLC Game of the Year award or some shit like that? You know it's a fucking DLC? I know it's as big as the game, but still. Okay, so I'm supposed to get something from this guy. I'm gonna talk to everyone in town again. I'll talk to him first. Again. Just trying to make sure I get everything. Because I'm actually have the item inventory, I'm not realizing it. It was supposed to give me an orb. I gotta take that, unfortunately, to take the orb all the fucking way back. And there's no teleport, no fly. So I'm gonna try to get the orb right now if I can. Get anything out here? Okay. Shit. Oh well. Wish I was could be Shima's butt buddy. It's not Pedro Pascal, is it? Bubble Butty. Alright, touch him one more time. I'm just I'll check inventory. Yeah, I might have it then. I'll check here. Wait, that's not strength. My stats. Turn order, I can change that. No, the feelings just yet. Settings here. Nah. Wait. That might be it. Hold on. Because that's Mizu no Taku, in Kyo, don in Kitarin Q. So if Pawn has it, then we've got the item. Because you see how I can tell what it is by the kanji? Sometimes when you give me the hiragana, I don't know what the fuck I'm reading. It's like, wakame? Like, what is wakame? And I see the kanji for it, and I'm like, that makes fucking sense. Let me put that in there, one second. Last one is meat. think that's it. I think it's the island of Wakamino. Yeah. Wait. Food? No, that's not it. Yeah, this might be the Orb of the Prosperity. Yep. Make sure the word prosperity. Make sure I remember saying this right. Prosperity. Looks like that might be it. Alright. Alright, guys. So I'm gonna call it here only because we'd have to backtrack all the way to town with this orb. And so I don't want to bore you with that on stream. I can probably backtrack off stream and continue next time if you want to see more. Actually, yeah, let me guys know if you want to see more Suikoden and get your last thoughts in there, guys. DLC for a reskin game. You'll cinema and television to watch award shows. Yeah, you only watch the award shows if you really just want to watch your favorite fucking show win an award to say, suck it, that shit won. Save game. No, save in the first slot too. Jesus. Wait, 1 and the music. I'm glad you like the music, by the way. Yeah, let me know if you like it, because I'll do a comparison. Because if Suikoden, the new one, looks a lot better, or at least with smoother gameplay, I'll get the new one. Can continue from there. I can do all this again off stream of the next Suikoden, and then come back. I'll put a poll for you guys in Discord and hopefully on YouTube. Division 33 will probably the most contentious award in a long time. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. The people of the fan games just taking over and everything. Alright, guys, well, I guess I'll catch you in the VC if you want. This is Shimo signing off. Take care, raise those fucking horns, and next time, please bring me my Chinese music. I will have that ready.